All right. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. And without any further ado, Google DSC JIT 128 welcomes you to the Solution Challenge. I am Manas, and I'll be your co host this evening. I'm a second year student at JIT 128, and I'm also a core team machine learning member at Google DSC JIT 128.
Hello everyone, I am Aditya Singh. I am a second year computer science student at JIT Noida, Sector 128, and I am a core team member at Google DSC JIT 128.
So, all in all, this will be a month long event where we'll encourage you all to take part in Solution Challenge. And this session will get you up to speed with everything you need to know about the same. So, the agenda of this evening is as follows. We'll be looking at all the stuff, discussing everything there is about Solution Challenge. And of course, we also have a huge surprise for you all in the end. So, hold on to your seats and let's get started. So, moving on to the overview, what is Solution Challenge? Solution Challenge is curated specially for the members of Google DSC. That's right. To take part in Solution Challenge, you'll have to be a member of Google DSC. And even if you're not, we have got you covered. And later on, we'll discuss how you can join a DSC and take part in Solution Challenge. So, Solution Challenge is one of the Google's mission to solve one of the 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, which were pushed forward by United Nations in 2015 to be solved by 2030. So, your job here will be to come up with a solution using Google technologies such as TensorFlow, Firebase, and Flutter, Google Cloud, and many more. So, the SDGs on your screen, the 17 SDGs, there on your screen, and we can divide them into five broad categories such as people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnerships. So this is a wonderful opportunity for you guys to put your skills to test, to hone your skills, and as well as do something good for the society, for the people, work for the greater good. So for now, if you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer them. If you have any questions about what these SDGs are and what you have to do.
Okay, we have just started, yes, so just hold on. We have a great surprise in the end.
All right, so moving on.
So, Google will be awarding some prizes to the participants and obviously the top of performers. The top 50 teams will receive customized mentorship from Googlers, and experts to take solutions to the next level. Okay, so you have to set that bar. Okay, your solution should be great, and you have to be one of the top 50 teams. The top 10 finalists receive additional mentorship, swag, a year subscription to Pluralsight, and the opportunity to showcase solutions to Googlers and developers all around the world at Demo Day live on YouTube. Top 3 winners will receive a Chromebook, wow, a coffee chat with a Google executive, and a feature on the Google Developers blog. Man, I would want that Chromebook. Manas, what about you?
For sure, for sure. So, besides the prizes, you'll be getting a lot of exposure, and you'll be getting expert mentorship from Googlers themselves. So, I would say this is a great opportunity, and for beginners, you should definitely go for it. So, yeah, as Google is involved, the prizes are very handsome. So, moving on, we have judging criteria here. So, the judging system,
Okay.
the judging criteria. See, your goal here should be not only to write some beautiful working, some complex code, but as well as also have an impact on the people, your solution targets. So you'll be judged on how effectively does your solution addresses the challenge identified by the team. So what you'll be doing is before entering this solution challenge, you'll be telling on which solutions you'll be working on. So you'll be judged on how well your solution targets them. You'll be judged on, is your solution flexible and can it be taken to the next level? For example, as Aditya discussed, if you make it into top 50 or top 10 teams, Googlers themselves will help you to take it to next level. So is it flexible? It is really important to note here that you'll have to test it with real users. You'll have to connect with some real people. All right. So you'll have to take their input and then iterate it and then work on it again based off the user input. So all of that matters, and it is actually a very good opportunity for you guys to work on something that really affects people, and we keep on saying that. Most of the time, what happens is when we work on projects, we aren't able to get that exposure, not affect people in a very good way. So it is going to be a really fun challenge, and you're highly encouraged to take part in
Yes,
it. So these were all.
college
So
is all about exploring. So I guess you should explore these things, especially in
definitely,
your.
definitely, working on
Okay,
projects,
moving.
it's a you know taking courses is a whole lot different thing than working on projects. So you'll get to learn a lot. So we'll highly encourage you to take part in Solution Challenge program. So moving on to the technology part, the important stuff. We have some questions here, and we'll try to explain it to you guys. So, does the solution implement all the technical components needed to solve the challenge? Aditya?
Okay, so here you will be judged whether the solution which you made and the problem which you identified has answered all the technical aspects. Okay, you should be clear with your tech stack, whether you use app dev or you use web dev or you use TensorFlow. So you need to be clear, and you need to okay. So you need to one second.
All right. So the next question: has the team clearly explained what Google technologies they used, why, and included guidance on how to run their code? All right. So as we mentioned earlier, you have to use Google technologies. All right. So you have to use libraries and frameworks such as TensorFlow, Firebase, Kotlin, React, Google Cloud, etc., etc. We'll be telling you about these 7 technologies just after, and you'll be judged on how well you have implemented it. All right. So the next question: does the video solution that you are going to submit shows the working shows means how good your video explanation is, how good your README is? All right. So Aditya,
Okay, so uh, does the video demonstration show working? Okay, so you will be judged whether your solution has been demonstrating something, or has it solved some real life problem, of the 17 one of the 17 tracks which you will choose by the SDGs, the sustainable development goals, which we described earlier.
yeah.
Okay, so has the team made effective product and technical decisions for their solution? Manas?
Yeah, and how effective, how sustainable your solution was, how many resources you used. So it all comes down to these few points when it comes to judging, and they are very important. And like we said previously, it's not about just coding, it's about what impact you make. And that's a really big thing. So moving on, we have the timeline, the 2021 timeline for solution challenge. So first things first, getting started. All right. So now we already told you to take part, you'll have to be a member of a DSC. But even if you're not, we have got you covered. So I'll be just telling you how you can join a DSC if you are not a member of a DSC already. So keep in mind, all these links will be shared with you. Just after this session, we'll be sharing a whole FAQ talk, which in which you can find all these links. So this one here specifically, I'll show you this part. Getting started, join a Google Developer Student Club. So you have to click on this link, and you'll just land on the home page of JP Institute of Information Technology, Sector 128. Now to join a DSC, you'll have to click on uh, the option here. Just choose any email address, enter your password. So here we are. Now this will be the sign up form to join a DSC. So see all the information, name and email address, they are already filled. Select your country. I'll just say India, select city, Noida, time zone. It's not necessary. I'm looking to learn something new, to meet new people, to run a workshop or a hackathon. And then my preferred pronoun is by clicking this checkbox, and then you can sign up here. So you will join DSC, our chapter, Google DSC JIT 128, and then you can take part in the Solution Challenge program. So after you have joined a developer students club, the next step would be to register for the solution challenge itself. And again, you can do it with the help of the slide I showed you. Yeah, the doc will be giving it to you after this presentation. You have this link here, register for the solution challenge, and you can click on this hyperlink and it will take you to this form, the solution challenge Developer Students Club 2021 Solution Challenge registration form. So here are some link which you can refer to know more about Solution Challenge and that stuff. So you'll have to enter your email address. I'll just enter mine. And which Developer Student Club are you a part of? So if you are already a part of Developer Students Club or DSC chapter, then just go with that. And if you have registered in our chapter, so I would say that you go for India and our chapter, that is JP Institute of Information Technology, Sector 128. So we must be having it here, right here. JP Institute of Information Technology, Sector 128. Make sure to select this. And how you associate it with DSC member if you have just registered, or DSC lead or core team member if you are already one of those. So are you a part of DSC at your own university, or are you joining nearest one? So if there's a DSC and you're taking part in solution challenge with their help, so yes, I'm a part of DSC at my own university. Else, I'm joining the nearest DSC to my university. If you have registered, then what technologies are you interested in? So I'll just select machine learning and AI and AR VR. All right. So you can select what technologies you'd be using. You are interested in to work for your solution in the solution challenge program. So moving on, you'll have to select one of the 17 sustainable development goals that you'll be working on. Now you can select one or more than one, but I would recommend that you work on just one. Give your 100% uh, on the goal that you have selected. So I'll just select one: affordable and clean energy. Then moving on, at this time, how confident do you feel about participating in solution challenge? Well, I'm pretty confident, so I'll go for 5, and you should too be confident. Then, do you agree to the terms and condition? I agree. Then I'll go next. And associated with DSC outside your own university. Now, if you're not already part of your DSC in your university, so you don't have to fill this. But if you aren't, so you just go select India and then select the university name. So university name, keep in mind here you have to fill the university name, your university name, not ours, if you have registered through our university, and then click on submit and you'll be good to go. You are now officially a member of DSC and you have registered for solution challenge. So congrats. So moving on, the next step would be to form a team. Now, this is really important part that you work in teams for project this big, and I'll tell you in just a moment why this is very crucial. So the next step would be to select a sustainable development goal that you'll be working for, and then we dive deep into the coding part. So design and building. So the first step would be to identify a solution. Uh, now this is where working in team gets so important. As you can see, the next step is learn and build, design the front end interface, design the back end technology. You'll have to come up with a solution that's very user friendly or has some cool machine learning algorithm. So one team member should be really good with front end, the other one maybe is really good with back end, and you are very really good with implementing the actual program, the algorithm, targeting the solution part. So come work with your friends, with your seniors, and go win that prize. So working in team, very crucial. Keep that in mind. The next step would be to test your solution. So what you'll have to do is go actually interact with real users, iterate and update your code on the basis of the input they give you. Now, as we already told you, it is not only about just coding; it's about the impact you make. It's about how your solution helps the actual people. All right. So submission and judging, Aditya will brief you this.
Okay, so you have to record a video of your solution and submit it by March 31st. Okay, so this is the deadline. Please make sure that you submit it before 31st March. After that, the top 50 solutions will be announced and obviously followed by the mentorship. And after that, top 50 deep mentoring will be there. Then after that, top 10 finalists will be announced. You can check this doc which we have posted later on after the session. Then top three winners announced live on YouTube. On YouTube Live, the winners will be announced, and that all after that, all the participants will be rewarded, and that's it.
All right. So don't worry if you are looking for those links. We'll be sharing the whole doc with all the FAQs. And if you have any questions right now, you can ask them in the comment section. We'll be more than happy to answer those. All right. So moving on. Now you'll be wondering what is the role of Google DSC JIT 128, our chapter in this. So, well, over the course of these 7 weeks, this whole timeline of solution challenge till March 31st, we'll be hosting webinars and some experts will brief you on the 7 Google technologies that you'll be using in the solution challenge program, such as Flutter, TensorFlow, and all. And will help you guys throughout this journey and provide all the information you need. So you can see here are some dates on the of the speakers. Every Sunday we'll have Q&As and workshops sessions with different host speakers. So make sure to join us, and yeah, we'll be talking about these later on as well. We've always got you back. Remember that. So next,
Okay, so these seven hands-on labs also you can access on Code Labs. The seven technologies which you will be using for your solution. So they are Android basics in Kotlin. You can learn development of app in Kotlin, build an app in with Flutter. Also, we will be taking a seminar on this. After that, you can do hands-on on Code Labs. Uh, program neural network with TensorFlow. TensorFlow, you all know what is TensorFlow. So this also you can use and learn for your solution. Build actions for Google Assistant, Firebase, Data Science Cloud, and Web Pathways. So these are the seven Google technologies that you can use for your solution.
all right. So moving on, we have here now coming to Google credits. So if you think that your team needs to work on Google Cloud and you need Google credits for free, all you have to do is register for the solution challenge, which we already did, and then go to this link here, uh, this solution challenge link. You can redeem your Google Cloud credits here. So you'll have to do is register for solution challenge, and then tell which solution you'll be working on, which SDG you have selected. So one student from your team, remember, one student from your team receives the Google Cloud credit, and you can use Google Cloud for your solution. So that's pretty awesome. And hold on to your seats. We have a huge surprise for you in the end. So
Yes,
that's going to be a
just
little mind.
be seated.
So design sprint kit. Aditya will brief you about this.
Okay, so one popular method you can use to identify your solution is an exercise developed at GV, formerly known as Google Ventures, called the design sprint. Usually done as a 5-day exercise, the design sprint is a flexible framework for solving problems through designing, prototyping, and testing ideas with users. It allows teams to validate ideas before going through the energy of building a product. So you can always take a demo on design sprint kit.
All right. So moving on, we have our online support and mentorship. So you can see if you want to connect with some fellow developers and some really motivated people, you can create an Pathian account and join the dedicated solution challenge hub where you get all the support from the Googlers and mentors. So just log into Pathian platform and join the solution challenge hub. You can ask some technical questions, you can get feedbacks on your ideas, and you can get some technical advice on building your projects. So yeah, that would be a really good help. Then moving on, we have the 2020 solution challenges winners. So You can see there are some really cool 2020 solution challenge winners, and you can see they are web development, Android, computer vision projects. So just have to think outside the box. And if you know something, well, you can always work on the solution challenge. So you can see here are some really cool stuff. They have made some computer vision projects, some apps, some websites for fitness, for helping for sign language, and yeah, possibilities are endless. Sky is the limit. So think outside the box. So now
Definitely.
moving on, we have what participants said in 2020. So about these technologies, you can see Android. We've got Android, Flutter, Google Cloud Platform, and the reviews were pretty positive. So you'll learn a lot. The thing is here, you'll be learning a lot. So even if you don't know about some Google technologies such as Android or TensorFlow, or you're just a beginner, just start working on the project, and trust me, it will get a lot easier. All you have to do is start. So, well, uh, we are here. We are at the end now. If you have any questions regarding solution challenge, we are here to help you out. So you can
Any
ask your
questions
questions.
in the comments?
All right. I guess not. So
Remain
shall we move
seated.
ahead?
Just remain
So
seated.
finally, the time is here. The big surprise, the moment you have been waiting for. Yes, Google DSC JIT 128 this evening announces its annual hackathon, Bitbox 2021.
We invite you all to take part in a month-long hackathon where you get a chance to put your knowledge to test, learn something new, and meet some highly motivated people.
I bet you weren't expecting that, but we
Yeah.
announce here this evening our hackathon. So now we'll be
Just when
telling
you
you.
think that nobody got your back, DSC is there. So,
Always with a surprise.
like usual,
So
we are there to help. So, here it is,
yeah,
the bid box, which we have been waiting for so long.
all right. So moving on, Aditya will be
The
telling
theme of
you.
the bid box is based on the solution challenge. Manas has already told you all about the solution challenge in pretty much detail, so I'm not gonna dig into that. But it will be based on solution challenge where you have to choose one of the 17 SDGs and decide your tech stack and which Google technology you will be using. You will be encouraged to participate in the 2 day long hackathon, keeping in mind the United Nations 7 SDGs. All right. Over the course of about 2 months, there will be various tech talks, mini events, and various meetups which will build up the 48 hours hackathon. We showed you the timeline. From 7th Feb, we'll be starting the tech talks, and the mini events will be starting in about March 14. We will release the timeline, exact timeline, very soon.
Yeah, so we'll be back again on Monday with all of you guys. So this is just the introductory part of our hackathon. And so, as Aditya already told you, how Bitbox is based on solution challenge, here are those 17 tracks again that you'll be working on. What a great opportunity to work on something you like, as well as do something for the people, for the community, for the planet, for greater good. So you can take part in hackathon as well as solution challenge. So it's a win-win for you. So it is highly, highly, you know, encourage it. We are encouraging you a lot to take part in solution challenge, as well as now we have announced a hackathon Bitbox. So these 2 months are going to be pretty awesome. So you can see the 17 tracks here, and we have divided into five different categories such as people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnerships. So you can pick any one of them or more than one and work on it, work with your teams. So yeah, that was about Bitbox. How uh, the solution challenge, Bitbox itself is based upon the solution challenge. So Aditya will be telling you something about this.
Who are we looking to be a mentor? So, all DSC leads can be a mentor. All Microsoft Learn student ambassadors, GSOC devs, women tech makers, and all the others fascinating devs. What their roles will be, they will be scoring and evaluating the hackathon, and they will also do the elimination and decide who will go on to the next rounds.
Yeah, so if you're a mentor watching this video, you can apply to be a mentor from the Bitbox website that will be showing you in just a bit. Okay, so in the next website itself. So what a wonderful day. What an awesome day. We also announced our website launch today, this evening. So go check out our website on dscjit128.studio. And we also have all the information that you need about Bitbox, our hackathon on dscjit128.studio /# Bitbox. So I'll just show you the same. So yes, this is our Bitbox. This is our main page. This is our website. So this would be our homepage, and you can find everything about what we do, who we are. So this is our hackathon's main page. So as you can see, event starts at Friday, March 26th, 6 p.m. And we've got the timeline here. We've got the schedule. So this is the info and registration session. Then we'll be hosting our webinars that we told you, the 7 webinars, how we'll be helping you in the solution challenge program itself. So we have different webinars on the 7 Google technologies. And uh, yes, so on March 14th, the registration ends, and the idea presentation deadline is on 14th March itself. Then we'll have the mini events on Discord. So we'll be having mini events on Discords. So from 14th to 26th March, you can take part in those as well. And then the actual hackathon begins on 26th March, 6 p.m. It will be a 48 hours long hackathon, and it will end on 27th March, 20 it will end on 27th
20.
March, 28th March, 6 p.m. Sorry, apologies. 28th March, 6 p.m. So the winners will be decided on 29th March, 2021 at 5 p.m. So the important thing here is if you attend all these webinars and all these sessions that we host, your team will be awarded some extra points that will help you in the first evaluation of your solution. So make sure to join us live and join each and every one of these webinars. All right, so moving on.
So the webinar that we'll be having on 7th Feb, the speaker for which on Web Pathways, the speaker for which is Viraj Singh, Mr. Viraj Singh. He's an organizer at GDG. GDG stands for Google's Developer Club, Jalandhar. He's an expert on Google develop, Web and Firebase, and the timings for which will be 5 o'clock on 7th of Feb. So
Yeah, so make sure to
that
catch
it.
us uh, on 7th of Feb, 5 o'clock, and we'll be hosting a webinar. And the speaker would be Raj Singh, as Aditya already told you. And on the Mondays each week, we'll be having these specialized live meets where we'll be telling you information about the next webinar and all. So, solution challenge, Bitbox. See you all there. Thank you so
Hope
much
to see.
for tuning in this evening. And if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section. We'll be more than happy to help you out. And you can see all the links, all the forms, all the links. They are in the comment section. You can find it there. And we have created a special doc for you where there will be all the FAQs and everything you need to know.
So that's it from our sides. Any doubts, any queries, anything?
We'll be waiting for you guys. All right, meanwhile, we'll just show you around the website that we have created for you guys. So yeah, you can see you can become a mentor here. And if you want to become a mentor, all right. So if you want to become a mentor, you can just sign in here. And for registering for the hackathon itself, just go to our hackathon's main page and you'll see option here, apply with Depfolio. So let's click on that, and I'll walk you through the steps. So I'll enter my email, let's say my username, and I'll create a password. So you can see a hackathon bitbox here, and just go to continue to the application if you want to register for the hackathon. So we'll be entering the general information, first name, last name, and enter your bio, date of birth. Let's see. Okay, 55 is not. 12, 12, 12. Wait, it must not be here. 12, 12, 2000. T-shirt size, say medium. Next, then you'll have to fill the the education part. Select the degree type, bachelor's, institute, JIIT 128. Okay, so JP Institute of Information Technology. I currently study here. Field of study, computer science and engineering. Month of graduation, it could be July, year of graduation 2023. Next, experience. So fill this according to your experience level. Uh, I would be other. Add your tech skills. I'd say machine learning, machine learning, uh, uh, development. So you can add more skills. You can select which of these followings describe you best accordingly. So next we go to the link. So you'll have to enter your GitHub ID here, and then Stack Overflow, LinkedIn, Kaggle, if you have a Kaggle account. And even if you don't, you'll need a Kaggle account. So make sure you create a Kaggle account or any of these account if you don't have. So I'll have to enter my GitHub URL. Copy paste, Stack Overflow. Copy paste, let's just say that. LinkedIn, copy paste, and then Kaggle. Where did Kaggle go? Yep. Copy paste Twitter. So let's just put okay, so you'll have to put your Twitter URL as well over there. So after putting a Twitter URL, the next step would be to contact. The next step would be the contact information, and that would be pretty much it. So I don't think there's much.
And also there are some amazing prizes, cash prizes for Bitbox as well. That's all from our side. I don't see any doubts or anything.
Yeah, guys, we keep on saying, if you have any doubt, any queries, then please write them in the comment section. So we've just shown you the whole registration process, and Yeah, so that's pretty much it. You'll just have to fill your contact information next, and then we'll be good to go.
Okay, there's a comment. Okay, any other doubts?
All right.
Okay, so
Thank you,
that will
guys.
be all from us. Thank you, and
And we hope to see you in the upcoming webinars and the upcoming sessions. And remember, for joining each of the webinar, your team will get a point that will help you in the evaluation of your solution in the hackathon. So make sure you tune in every Sunday, and we'll be having some amazing Q&A sessions and amazing workshops for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this session, and so that's all. See you.
goodbye and have a good day.
Yeah. All right.